Hey guys, today we're going to read chapter 6, which is called The Missing Apple. Maya was now on the top floor, standing just outside Luke Smith's office. She took a deep breath and lifted her hand to knock. After finding a large knife on the second floor, she wondered what she might find on the third floor. Suddenly, the door opened and Maya was confronted by Luke Smith, dressed in a tracksuit. Maya gasped. "Sorry to surprise you," Luke said, kindly. "I always go for a jog before lunch." He gestured to his sneakers and smiled. Through his binoculars, Jerry could see Maya's surprised expression. Then he saw Luke Smith leave the building through the front door. Luke Smith, here we got a big picture on this one. Luke Smith ran a few short feet, then stopped by the building's drain pipe, kneeling down to tie his shoelaces. With a quick motion, he picked something up from the street, hopped up, and ran off toward the post office. He had a big smile on his face. "That's a strange route for a jog," thought Jerry. Meanwhile, Maya looked around Luke's office. It had the same layout as Danny Braveheart's office below. There was one workbench and 2 windows facing the street, one of which was open. Luke's tools were spread out along the workbench, and some of his clothes hung on the coat rack against the wall. Maya walked to the open window and waved to Jerry in the church tower. Jerry waved back. Maya moved around the room slowly, looking for something without knowing exactly what she was looking for. She picked up the tools, twisting and turning them to see how they worked. She checked the drawers in the desk. They were locked. "There's something missing," she thought. Then she realized. The apple. Something told her that Luke's green apple was very important. She didn't know why. It was just a feeling she had. When she pictured Luke, she immediately saw the green apple right in front of her eyes. She looked everywhere but couldn't find the apple. He must have eaten it, she thought, and I know just how to find out. Maya raced over to the trash can to look for the apple core, but it was empty. Suddenly, Jerry saw Luke Smith leave the post office. He tucked a small key in his pocket and jogged back to the jewelry store. Oh no! Maya was still nosing around his office looking for clues. Jerry watched Luke open the jewelry store door and disappear into the building. This is where a good tip-off would come in handy, thought Jerry. He needed to warn Maya somehow. Jerry opened his detective bag and took out a small mirror. He held it out through the shutters of the church tower and turned it toward the sun. It caught a ray of sunshine and reflected straight into Luke Smith's workshop. Jerry directed the beam of light into Maya's face. At first, Maya was irritated and held her hands across her eyes. But then she understood that Jerry was trying to tell her something. She ran across the room to the cleaning supplies and pretended to work, just in time. As soon as she picked up the bucket and squeegee, the door to the room opened. In walked a still smiling Luke Smith. "Hi there, junior worker," he said with a smile. "I've just finished the window," Maya said cheerfully, and headed out the door. "Phew, that was a little close for comfort," Jerry sighed over in the church tower. And that's the end of chapter 6. So that missing apple must mean something. Wonder what. All right, tomorrow we'll go on to chapter 7, a snack and a solution. Bye-bye.